Well, welcome back into the Norfolk Cottage Garden, and this morning we're going to run you through a few ideas. If a lot of your borders are looking a little like this, with not a lot of colour in, which can be a problem in August, we're going to run you through some plant ideas to give you some late summer, early autumn colour, so you don't have to be reliant on bindweed flowers like we've got here coming through this beautiful rose to give you a splash of colour in late summer. First plant on our tips list is good old-fashioned lavender. This is Munstead. I think it's Munstead Giant. Grows to about 3 to 4 feet here, and in early August it's absolutely at its best. Buds are breaking at the base, still to break at the top, and the colour and scent off this is absolutely fantastic. Strong scented lavender. Bees and insects absolutely love it. It gives you this beautiful splash of mauve wherever it's planted. Very drought resistant plant, and does this year after year with just a single haircut at the end of flowering. My second top tip for late autumn colour is this Achillea. Grows to about 4 to 5 feet and gives these lovely plateau clusters of these almost flowery, soft looking buttons. Very good plant to grow, very easy to grow, does tend to spread out, will seed itself, can become a little bit of a problem, the seeds and the root runners that tend to get everywhere, but worth it if you can contain it, just to give you this beautiful splash of yellow this time in August. Third tip for late summer colour, old man's beard. At this time of year, growing to about 5 feet with these huge clusters of bright yellow, buttercup yellow flowers. Still in the shade here in this early morning sunlight, but you can see just how invasive this plant can be, running throughout this border, and this is completely herbaceous. In winter it's underground. We've got snowdrops and spring bulbs in this border, and I don't know whether you will have watched the video where we've got the roses, but this is the rose that we showed you earlier in the season. This is Graham Thomas, now completely cut down and growing back up to give what we're hoping to show you in a few weeks or months time its second flush of flower, but at this time we're reliant on the plantings around it to give us colour in this border. Number 4, top tip, Rudbeckias. Coming into their own again early August here in Norfolk. This one, beautiful single yellow. We've got quite a few to show you on the Rudbeckia family, so let's show you another one. Here's the second one we promised you. Again, flowering in August. This beautiful clump of Rudbeckia. Frilled, almost semi-double, but with a beautiful dark orange centre. I'll try and research the variety for you and put it in the detail below this video. But again, nice early Rudbeckia. Some of the later Rudbeckias are still just growing away and won't be flowering for about another month, but these can really fill in early and mid-August for you. And recommendation number 5, or are we on 6? Anyway, just look at these beauties. Agapanthus, growing naturally in the gravel planting that we showed you at the beginning of the season here in front of the barns. I just pan away, give you some indication of the amount of flower we're getting off this single clump that's been in there for about 3 or 4 years. Really reliable plant, stands really well, flowers for about a month to 6 weeks, and comes in a whole variety of cluster sizes, colours. We'll show you the white ones we've got in a pot. Here we are. These two were bought at the Sandringham Flower Show last year. Absolutely gorgeous little pure white flowers with a yellow stamen. Again, growing in pots. These have been potted up for a year. They're in about 10-inch terracottas. Doing very well, and the flowering heads on these can be split later in the year and planted out. We're just growing them in pots really for the convenience of being able to place them as highlight colours here in the courtyard as other things fade away. This feverfew that's behind them was absolutely gorgeous earlier on, about a week and a half ago, but now we're letting it set seed so it does the same next year and the year after. And my final recommendation as a shrub for August colour are hydrangeas. Whole range of these with different colours. and this one is growing here in almost complete shade earlier on. This is planted behind a bank of hollyhocks which are now being cut back to let some light through into this, but again, beautiful splash of bright pink autumn colour. So there's our recommendations for infills and shrubs to give you some colour in August and late summer when a lot of colour has already finished for the year.